Do you think independence in women in Nigeria threatens traditional gender roles?
People are being loud about it now than before. Marriage counseling session, the man and his wife and the pastor. The man was saying that when he got married to his wife for a very long time, he didn't have a job. That his wife will go out and work, and when she returns, she will kneel down and say, "My husband, this is the money I made today." Men are used to being the providers. At some point, men used to feel threatened. See, I'm not saying that a woman shouldn't be submissive.
He entered and then he just saw this lady. He just said, welcome, sir. Like she was kneeling down. Welcome, sir. How are you doing, sir?
I'm not expecting that. At the point you want to serve me food, you have to kneel with your two legs, say, Baliwa, my lord. Like,
That I'm independent does not mean I don't want you to buy something for me.
in quotes, all those rules and regulations, the kitchen is for you solely. You have to prepare my food 3 times a day.
Your mommy in the kitchen cooking rice. I don't think a man should control how much you earn. If I were a man, I think I would be happy if my partner even earns more than me. I think guys give themselves unnecessary pressure. It's not a poverty alleviation scheme. Okay, what if after that date you spent all your savings, she still calls you to say, "Babe, my handout is school now."
My brother, if you rush into it,
You will rush out.
you will rush out. Go baby, stay. Stop baby, stop. You just die eventually.
Hello, good day.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Fine.
All right, so yeah, today we are on a podcast show themed Ibadan 360, and we are discussing a peculiar topic. Before we go into our topic, we have two of our guests in the house here today, and let me just do a little brief introduction. Let me start with the beautiful lady seated right beside me to my right.
All right.
Yes, so this is Chidima Ozindu, also known as Brown Naya. And she's a broadcaster, she's a media enthusiast, she's a voiceover artist, also a writer. And yes, she's part of those pushing women campaign forward. Yeah, not just in Ibadan, but across Nigeria. And yeah, in our work that she does. I was in her office, or we had some discussions a while back, and I was impressed and amazed by some of the things that she is doing in the media space.
Thank you so
you're
much.
welcome, Naya.
Thank you so much. It
How you
feels so
doing?
good to be here.
Okay.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
And to the gentleman, yeah, at my shoe rights to the man that is close to some of our politicians here in Ibadan. This is Mr. Koji Daniel, yeah, young bishop. So, young bishop, before I start doing your polongo now and start drumming your drum, it be like saying, now you go describe yourself well. So, young bishop, by the way, is a creative director, a PR strategist, expert. Yeah, so tell us more about yourself, just in brief.
Thank you very much for having me. Well, like you mentioned, my name is Daniel Ifeoluwa Akonji.
Okay.
And I'm a PR communications and event expert.
Yeah.
And I'm also the creative director for I Africa. That's a PR startup based in Ibadan, and then expanding to Pan-Africa and then globally. I'm also very interested in meeting new people and brands, and more importantly, sharing values and growing together. Thank you.
That's great. So today we are going to be discussing a peculiar topic, just like I said earlier, and it's tagged around why Nigerian men, or are Nigerian men afraid of independent women? Yeah, very niche, and also quite but what I mean by that is that is in the area of relationship, lifestyle, and maybe culture too. Like you can categorize it underneath that. But then we're going into deep conversations regarding that. So before I go further, there are some, let's say, teasers, some X tweets that I saw, and they're just like maybe inflections around this particular topic that we're discussing. So there was this tweet that I saw from this lady, this lady. She said that men are the real lovers, they love the women for who she is, or they love the woman for who she is, not for what she has. Then she said that I can't say the same thing about my gender. She's referring to her gender, which is the female one. Then another person said that Nigerian men say they love strong women until she tells the waiter, "Don't worry, I'll pay." You know that feeling, yeah?
But why is that?
So true.
So there's this one that says that she says she earns in dollars. He says, "I can't shout. I prefer women who are humble." Sir, it's not humility that you want to, it's dependency. All that can depend or that will depend on you. But looking at this topic now, yeah, we're discussing why Nigerian men are afraid of independent women. So let me ask Brown Dyer. So when you hear the word independent woman, or no, let me start from our male guest. So when you hear the word independent woman, what does he mean to you?
Well, for me, when you hear that word independent woman, for me, it feels that a woman who can stand on her own,
Okay.
financially, emotionally. I mean, a woman who has ambition,
Okay.
woman who can do things on her own,
Okay.
self-sufficient woman.
Okay. Nice. Thank you. So now, how about you?
I would say independence generally is, having the freedom to make your own choices,
Okay.
make decision your choices and all. So I don't know why it's now much of an issue. Why don't you want me to be free? Why should I always depend on you? I want this, give me. I want to do this thing, tell me. I'm having emotional. I cannot just stay and make a decision. I'm an adult, for God's sake. So as an adult, I should be independent. That's what shows I'm an adult.
I think it speaks about your values and also you trying to pursue a purpose, like be fulfilled in something, because it's not just more about, okay, I'm relying on someone else's notion or perspective about me, and then you are letting it have an imprint on the things that actually should make you fulfilled. But that's just one aspect of it though. So looking at it deeply now, so there's this particular question I was going to throw out to you. Yeah, of course, you already answered the question. When you think about independent women, what do you say? You said quite right that things about self-sufficiency, things around you don't depend on someone to be able to make certain decisions. So looking at it now, do you think independence in women in Nigeria threatens traditional gender roles in Nigeria? Now, let me give you instances of this. So, well, I think we can use the Yoruba culture as a very good example of something like this traditionally. Looking at maybe the historical background of women in Nigeria or in Ibadan or just around Nigeria, where the women are like, I would say their cultural sustenance, their economic movers, like you see them in areas like commerce, you see them in areas like markets, capitalize, some of those things too. And if you look at historical too, you hear of Yalode. Yalode is like mother of market or market mother, that you are in charge. Yaloja, someone that actually has authority when it comes to making decisions, being around a chieftaincy council, just like Yalode now, that make decisions that help people, especially women, even to advance in other aspects. But looking at modern culture, or looking at that as an example or instance, you see that it's not that women don't have the independence, but it's just modernization that has reshaped some of those things, giving you some more perspective as to, okay, this is the roles of the woman. The woman is still meant to be like the support system in the house. She's meant to like make sure that the children are this, or just try to do the usual role of an housewife or a housewife. Now, when I was thinking about this question, I looked around certain illustrations I could give. People like Okonjo-Iweala, who we know as the World Trade Organization president, And I have seen that she is one particular person that has moved her career forward a lot, right from I think 25 years on, or over 25 years, from the finance minister to foreign affairs to now World Trade Organization. And she has a family. She has a husband. She has 4 kids. And of course, there are certain instances where some of these things have dominant, like a career. She wants to push a career. But what would you say? Like, have those things been so that it has made these traditional roles of women threatened in Nigeria? So let me start with Naya.
Okay, what I'll say is there is nothing happening now that is totally new. It's always been, in existence, just like how you described it. But I think the difference with why it's what exactly is making it more rampant now is people are being loud about it now than before. Now, I came across a particular video on social media. I don't know if you've seen it, where there was this particular man. It was like, should I call it a marriage counseling session, the man and his wife and the pastor. And pastor was saying that the man was saying that when he got married to his wife for a very long time, he didn't have a job, so he was basically not working. That his wife will go out and work, and when she returns, she will kneel down and say, "My husband, this is the money I made today." And he told her, he said, "I don't want to hear from anybody." That I say, no, the day you hear it, I will stand up. If I see you frown your face or and the woman was smiling. She was like, that's what we'll do now. So I'll say that it didn't begin now, but the only difference is that then women basically, now men are used to being the providers. They are used from way back. They know it, that is what they are meant to do and all. So when lately the economy doesn't favor you because you're a woman, it doesn't favor you because you're a man. So at some point, men used to feel threatened about their women working because of the disrespect. Look at this example I gave you. The man was threatening his wife and saying, if I hear it outside, because of that ego that was there. So now in our generation, I do not think that is affected. I just feel like we are just a bit wiser, and most women know better that their worth is not tied to a man. Then a woman's see, I'm not saying that a woman's glory or a woman shouldn't be submissive. I wouldn't say it's a new thing. It's not basically a new thing. It's been in existence. It's just that now people are seeing things differently. Myself, for example, now I'm brown Naya. Perhaps we start dating or something. I'm brown Naya before you met me. So I'll still be brown Naya if anything happens. You met me at a particular stage of my life. You saw something that attracted me. You're like, oh my God, I like this girl. She's independent. She's this, she's that. That I'm independent does not mean I don't want you to buy something for me. That I work for my money doesn't mean that I don't want random gifts. I don't want lunch. I don't want this. I still need you. I still want you. So that's why some people have that issue with, I think I'm going too far. So when we get further, before I just
I like the perspective or the analogy that you gave earlier, when you were referring to the man or the pastor whose wife would nail her. So there was this particular person. It's someone that I admire and know that person. And he was telling me that some time ago, when the person I'm talking about is maybe just in his mid-30s or thereabouts. So he was telling me that his friend married some years back, not so long ago, and then he had not met the wife. But he just said that, okay, let me just go and see this, my guy now. Let me go and greet them. And then on getting to the house, the wife, he entered. And then he just saw this lady. Just said, welcome, sir. Like she was kneeling down. Welcome, sir. How are you doing, sir? And he said, I'm fine. So he sat. Then the next moment, the lady entered, then came out again. Said she knelt down. So like, what would you like to eat, sir? I was even waiting. I was thinking that maybe she's the housemaid, she's the maid or something. And then his friend came out And they were like, ah, where's our wife? I said, ah, this is our wife now. I said, at what level, at what stage that are we still in that era or in that just are we still in that yeah, are we still in that era where the woman should be doing all of that? I know that hey, maybe our forefathers, at least maybe from my grandparents, that was the last time I saw something like that. That a woman would be doing all of that and all. But looking at it now, would you say that modernization, as it were, has maybe eroded some of those culture, those traditional ideology that women or probably that men used to have of their wives, that okay, yeah, when you want to serve or when you want to do this, you kneel down. When you want to, you understand some of those things. Like, would you say that modernization has maybe sort of like eroded some of those perspectives?
Well, for me, I would say yes. And but because I'm saying yes, I'm not expecting that because you are my wife, I'm dating you, that at the point you want to serve me food, you have to kneel with your two legs, say Baliwa.
Daddy, what?
My lord, like Sarah did for Abraham, my lord, this is your food. Oh great servant of thy most high.
Oh, yeah, no.
Actually you get not something like that. But then like she mentioned something that because you are independent,
Okay.
should not mean that you should not be submissive.
Yeah.
Very important. People, I mean, we need to draw the line.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was also going to say something about what she said, that men are natural providers.
Okay.
Natural providers. Why we know women to be nurturers.
Okay.
They nurture whatever thing you give to them. I mean, even the scripture says that they're helpmates. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And because of that, in this modernized world, when a man sees his spouse doing what the manly duty, the man feels so challenged that, oh, Kinikon, why do you have to do this? I mean, a lot of questions, a lot of issues around
Debate,
it, which is not supposed to be.
Yeah.
So in a way, I would, like I said earlier, that modernization has cancelled the older way of kneeling down, bringing your salary to the table. It doesn't stop you from doing. I'm just saying that in quotes, all those rules and regulations. The kitchen is for you solely. You have to prepare my food 3 times a day. Sit down in the house. I mean, modernization has stopped all of those things.
We grew up listening to mommy in the kitchen cooking rice, daddy in the parlor watching film.
Things have changed though.
Yeah, sure. So I think some weeks ago we heard about this particular trend about around Gege University, and there was just this school of thoughts that men should have this dominance, this like you just must exert some level of authority on your woman, control on your woman. And at that period too, everything just looked like joke. Some people think that it was just joke, but until when some people now started becoming getting serious with it, and then they also started imploring or trying to encourage men to have that level of control over their woman. How would you say that a woman, or what level do you think that women are to be controlled? Okay, yeah, like he said that men are like the head of the house. So in what regard, in what aspects of things surrounding maybe lifestyle, in terms of career, in terms of outlook, anything, like what level do you think that men should have some level of control, dominance, and it doesn't look like I must or you must do this, I'm telling you to do this? So what level do you think that the man can get to, and maybe not?
Okay, first of all, men are providers, men are protectors. If men have that understanding, we're not going to be having all these gay issues. It's just because some people want to be feminine when they are masculine, and it's that's why most women, older women, are now advocating for women that marriage is not a do or die affair. Not everybody will get married. I have seen people that stalled on their dreams because they believe that someday somebody is going to get married to me. I remember three years ago when I first moved to Ibadan, I wanted to get a TV in my apartment. No, I think I've spent like 2 years in Ibadan. I wanted to get a TV. I wanted to set up my house at least. And one of my aunts told me, I wanted to get furniture. I said, you don't need all of these things. You will get married. Your husband will marry you. Why are you buying all these things? You know there's a way your house will look. A man will not want to marry you. He's going to feel threatened. And I'm like, this thing is for my personal comfort. So why shouldn't I do this? So I believe so much that men should, of course, I'm your woman. If I have issues, if I'm having a particular, it could be maybe regarding my career, it could be my emotions, maybe my boss did something to me at the office. I should be able to be confident enough to talk to you about something. And I'm sure that you're not going to be manipulative about something. I should get a contract, and I shouldn't be scared to tell my man that I just got awarded a 10 million naira contract. I shouldn't get scared to say that. I should say it, and you should be like, that's my girl. I'm here to support you. Even though, do you know that men want soft women? But if you don't make your woman safe, there's no how she's going to be soft towards you.
True.
I was giving an example then. I was first brown Naya before I met you. Now, before that time, whenever I want to do something, I know I don't have any man I want to call to say, babe, I've not eaten this night, or I'm too tired. Work was stressful. After work, the way lovers will do, how was your day? You talk, or married people, you talk and all. I know I don't have that. I come from work, I make my food, I go to bed. I do that. If I want to buy something, I buy. If I don't have the money, I'll stay like that. There's nobody I can call and say, I want to buy this thing. I have 10K. I'm in search of 20K. How much can you assist me with? So I'm not your child. I still have a father. I still have family. But I should be able to ask you for something without you feeling threatened. See, there's no how I get to the point of marriage and I bring someone to my family house and say, oh, daddy, this person I want to get married to. My father will say, does he take care of you? Can he take care of you more than the way does he randomly send you money? There are certain questions I would have to ask myself before I bring a man and introduce to my parents. Because of course, true. I don't want to go, if my father has set a particular standard for me, it doesn't mean that maybe my father has spoiled me. I'm expecting that. Everybody have different backgrounds. He has his own background, but there's a level of things. Will this person randomly see I'm down and say, you are feeling down, what happened to you? Am I concerns his concerns? Or is it that that's like, it's okay now, what's the big deal there? I'm not emotionally safe. So I feel like there is no, just know that you are safe. Just know you feel safe with this particular man, and it depends on the way you are being treated. I don't think a man should control how much you earn. I'm earning 400K or I'm earning 4 million naira, and there is a need for us to move to another state. This money is not just for me. We have children. Definitely. If I'm a man, I think I would be happy if my partner even earns more than me. But I don't know. I just think I should. That's what I'm saying. That I think I'll be happy. It doesn't mean that I'm just satisfied with that. So far, I'm also working hard. I'm also contributing to the things in the family that makes her still feel safe. Not because she's earning more. You just say, no wahala na, babe, the school fees, you'll be in charge of it now. This one, you see you're earning more than me. The things that you should provide, you should still provide those things for the family.
For me, sorry, before you come, I also think that above dominance for man, there should be dialogue also. Dialogue is very important because I mean, you don't want to...
Sorry, Daniel, before you go into dialogue, I wanted to say something that I wanted you to see this. All right, so now imagine now you are dating this babe, or you are dating, and of course, you guys understand each other. Now, you've talked about understanding before. You understand one another. You know that, okay, at this the level my guy is. You know that this level my lady is. Let's assume that this lady now, she's into, let me say tech. Tech is a wide space, and maybe a lot of profit or income comes from there. And you are just building. Of course, you know what you want, but you are building, you are gathering some level, but you never guy reach the lady, the level where the lady did. But when I understand each other now, be say you go yes, you want to marry the girl, like you are dating the girl now, you want to marry her, but the family also have a say in some of these things. Like, they want to know the level, like you were saying earlier. They want to know the level at which this man is. Is he going to be able to protect our daughter? Is he going to be able to provide for the family? So, looking at that now, how would you put it in terms of how the public eye has categorized men, that before you make certain responsibility steps, like you want to go higher, okay, I want to marry now, there are certain things that you must have fulfilled. Like, you must have had maybe a car, or you must have had a house, like 3-bedroom at least, or you sure can fully furnish. You just can. Do you understand? You and your wife or your partner, you understand the level at which you are, but the public now have some level of perception about you. Like, how would you say that the man should be able to deal with some of these things?
Well, for me, I feel that you don't have to go with public perception. Whatever thing that you feel the next person or the next door neighbor is thinking about you should not bother you. It should be between you and your woman.
Okay.
Do you understand? I mean, if she's earning, well, I think we've made examples like this before. That if she's earning,
that's why I brought it up.
If she's personally, for me, because I'm a secured man. And that's one other thing too that we need to talk about.
Okay.
I'm a secured man. I don't have issues with my woman earning more than me.
Okay.
Now, because she's earning more than me, like I already said, we need to set boundaries. Disrespect. That is what major men don't like.
Now, it's not between you and your partner. It's between you and the family or the people.
No, that's what I'm saying, that I should not have issues with our family, because I mean I'm not getting married to our family, like, in quotes. Of course, in Yoruba land they say that tó bá fẹ́ fẹ́ yàwó ó fẹ́ wàá fẹ́ àwọn or something. There's a word like that, sure you get. But there are certain things that should be between myself and my spouse. She should not go to the father and grandmother that, daddy, I'm any more than this man who I'm just doing it for the sake, because you and mommy needs grandchildren, this and that one. I mean, already you are already disrespecting the man. You already did that. There are level of conversations that should not go beyond can he take care of you? And I mean, that is what any good and responsible father will ask you as a lady. Can this man take care of you? Yes, daddy. Are you sure? Because they want to be sure that you are safe. Because I mean, he's been taking care of you since you're a baby. Now a stranger from nowhere just come and say that, oh, I want to marry this guy, I want to snatch this girl away from me, sir. And there's always this sync between father and daughter, this thing. So they want to be very sure that, can you take care of this? The responsibility I'm handing over to you, can you fulfill it more than I would do? So if the lady is saying, yes, daddy, I can, I mean, this man is good enough for me, can do that, I think as a man you should just take it like that. You should believe the judgment of your daughter. But now to the daughter, you should not just open your mouth, daddy, sit down, let me just see. This man, he doesn't give me flour, he doesn't give me this, he doesn't buy shawarma for me.
Bought lunch for me.
Sure you get. I mean, before you got to that level of taking him to your house, you knew what you wanted.
Yeah.
So at the point of conversation with your father, you should not just start jam talking and saying all sorts of that will now water down the potential of that man. So when it is now father and son-in-law conversation, the man will now be looking him like as somebody who is even beneath you. That my daughter can even pay your bills. What do you mean? Will you come and sit down there? All those kind of things should not be. It should be that conversation should be between myself and my spouse. And of course, she should also take me, I mean, package me in a way that it's the same way I would do for her when
Make
I'm
it look
taking out
good.
to
Yeah, of course.
to my
So,
parents. I already know what they want. I know how they want their things to be. I should
Yeah.
give her hint already.
yeah.
When you get there, this is what you should do. This is what you should say, and all those things. Sure, you understand.
That's quite profound. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry. I would let you talk in a bit. So, looking back, I when I was in university, definitely you come across ladies or certain people that you are having crush or you just like them, and of course, as a guy, you want to impress. You want to make her happy. You want to make her excited that at least, aside the fact that you have a good voice or you have a sweet voice or sweet mouth, you can also be able to make her feel good. So there were moments when I was not dating. I was not even dating yet, though. But I just like this lady, and I said, let's go out now. Let me
Okay,
take you.
stage.
Let me take you somewhere.
Okay.
And then I think I was it 200 level back then? I was in 200 level, and at the time I know say I no guide. How much I dey collect for house? And I just want to make sure say this lady feel say this guy is what they is capable. I feel I can take you out. I can spend on you. So I can't decide say okay, I want to take you somewhere. Let's go and watch a movie at cinema. And I already budget that when we get to the cinema, movie 500 back then is how much you spend. Popcorn, was it 200 or 300 back then? So we spend this, we spend that. I'm getting to the film house. We had to take boats first to the film house. That one covered. We got there. I think they said that the movie that I already planned that I was going to watch or we're going to watch was 500. But they now say that they had switched it and it was a blockbuster movie. So definitely blockbuster movies is like double. So 1K. That's like 2K. That's additional from the budget. Then we bought drinks, we bought popcorn and all of that. But looking at it, yeah, of course, I want to impress the lady. I want to make the lady feel good, feel happy. Would you say that, well, I had some reflective moment afterwards? Yeah, like we liked it, but when I got back, and I miss happy with say I feel. I had to, my guys were like, how was it now? I said, it makes sense. But I don't see afterwards, I mean, drink one or two.
Cassava flakes.
But looking at guys now, like trying to go out of your way to make your lady comfortable, would you say that it's just unnecessary pressure that guys have? That say this lady, I knew that if I asked her that alpha, let's do this thing, but it shy me, like like I couldn't do that. I just can't bring myself to tell her that okay, let's pay for this, pay for that. But looking at it now, would you say that men give themselves undue pressure, unnecessary pressure, that I'm the one that's supposed to do everything for you? Like I should do everything, despite the fact that you might be independent or that you have your money. You mentioned earlier that despite the fact that you have your money, you want your man to be able to take you out, ask how you're feeling and all that. Of course, the guy would do that. Maybe, yeah, the guy should be able to do that. But when it comes to buying this or taking you, yeah, just making you feel okay. Relationship is not just about the butterflies and all that. You still have to do certain things just to make the relationship keep working. But looking at it now, would you say that guys, they just give themselves undue pressure from trying to make the lady very comfortable?
Do you think I'm the best person to answer this question?
Yeah, I want to ask you.
I think guys give themselves unnecessary pressure. Well, I feel
you can give us an instance of yours, or maybe a guy has done something like that for you, and then you're just looking at the guy like this, or you just feel like you should be able to do it now, or just give us. I don't know. Maybe there's an instance or an example that you could.
I think at the end of the day, if you're going out to someone, you should have a budget. Just like when your monthly salary comes in, you have a budget. So if you have that budget, that's where dialogue comes in, like you said. So except you want to impress. If it's somebody that I know you want to impress, but there are so many ways you can still impress someone. If you're not going to the cinema, it will be more expensive because you want to buy and all. For instance, for someone that works, that has money too, you can choose to go to a restaurant, have a nice meal, bond over food. It's not a poverty alleviation scheme. No, there are restaurants and there are restaurants.
Oh.
So it's not a
Okay,
poverty.
maybe I go book at there. Maybe just pay like maybe 5K or something.
So far you bond. Yes, now.
Okay, you can go on.
No, but I'm just trying to say that you know your pockets, you know
Okay.
what you want, so
Yeah.
you should not basically, okay, at the end of the day, okay, what if after that date you spent all your savings, she still calls you to say, babe, my handout is school now,
We'll
babe,
go
my
fight
handout.
We go fight.
Do you
You
see?
know why? You be waiting and do say make you dey happy. You call the no now.
My handout is this a babe, please can you help me, my app is not opening, please can you help me sort it out. So you maybe you called one of your guys to say abeg send me like 10K, I go pay you back when I collect ajo, no worry. Do you want to call someone else again? So at the end of the day, it's like you are putting pressure on yourself. There's nothing as beautiful as effort too. Effort is very beautiful, but not at the detriment of your pocket too. Like you don't have to exhaust that's why talking stage is not all about going out to eat. You understand the person you eat. There are some people you give 20,000 naira and they'll be like, oh, thank you so much. There's someone you will give 20,000 naira and the person will be like, what do I want to use 20,000 naira for? What's this? And that's, in fact, maybe you saved for that 20,000 naira to give to the person. So know the person you're going out with. And I also think that now let me ask you guys, independence, when you say, okay, you like men are scared of independent lady. Independent, like I said earlier, independent is like freedom to do certain things, make decisions, make money and all. Now what if you have the money? The money is not the problem, because it's as if maybe when we hear an independent woman, automatically it goes to that. I want to ask your fears. Imagine you're very rich, you have the money is not the problem, but your lady is not feeling emotionally secured with you. It's like, babe, I'm trying to make money, I'm all about the money. Do you guys have any fear that she might feel comfortable with somebody else and maybe she finds that confidence in the person, and she's now drawn to the person, and that person might not have as much money, and when the lady eventually, be, what did this person have that I don't have? Is there a fear like that with you guys?
Daniel, go for it.
Do you want me to answer this first, or you want me to?
No, go for it. I actually love the point that she just.
Okay. Let me come to yours first.
Okay.
I feel that as a man, you should not put yourself under unnecessary pressure. You should not put yourself, I repeat, never put yourself under unnecessary pressure because you want to impress a lady. Now, not to say that you will not make effort.
The way I think they look you, the way I'm looking at you, you want to tell me that you've not asked your guy that alpha is like 2K for you didn't tell the guy like categorically that this was what but have you done something like that before?
There are compromise in relationship.
Thank you.
There are compromise. I mean, even in marriage, there are compromise that you make.
Okay.
But not. I mean, of course, there are times that you want to send something to your babe, and probably you want to send 10K, and you have say 12K, and even you that 10K you have a budget already. You might just say, oh, guy, I feel see 5K for your hand, so that you can at least get something to yourself, cut from the money with you, transfer, and then both of you, yeah, okay. But not like saying that, oh, you need 10K, I have 12K, and you also have expenses. Then you're now sending out 10K at the expense of, I won't make this babe no say I capable. Eventually, your ticket fee cut.
How long do you want to keep impressing?
Sure, you get your ticket fee cut.
Yeah.
And it will not be like, all these years of impressing wasted. So the person don't follow another guy go. So I mean, you should know your pockets. And I also feel that in talking stage or when you're dialoguing with your spouse, you should know what the person want already. Some ladies just feel that, don't let me change my how do I put it now, my countenance. This thing this guy wants to do, so we're doing these things will not even make me happy. You, for example, you feel that going to the cinema, going to see a movie would impress the babe.
What if the babe doesn't like
movies? and you're feeling, so you should know.
Okay.
Very important. You should know what.
And what if she now likes the thing that is very over?
Do you have the resources to take her? You should. I mean, now you go pay loan. No, if you borrow to impress, you will be the one to pay. She would not pay it. You impress person. No.
Yeah, sure.
So you should know. You should be confident that this until I'm very capable to do certain things.
Yeah.
I will not even dare it. That is why you see a lot of men running away from marriage, because in quote they don't have what it takes yet. Oh, I mean, you sometimes, I mean, people say, it is until you get married before things start coming together. My brother, if you rush into it,
You will rush out.
you will rush out. I mean, I'm not of the pressure to say that because my mom is waiting for grandson, or our mom is waiting for grandchildren. Let me run into it. Do you want to be giving your children pap when there is 1 to 3 milk?
You want to be recycling pampers?
Sure, you get. you need to know that you need to prepare for certain things, not because somebody is putting you under pressure and then you want to just fulfill some certain things. Be sure that this I'm capable of it, and then from there you can move on.
Yeah, I love that. So, looking at the question that she asked earlier, so I was casting my mind back to certain instances where, maybe in movies now, because I've seen it play out real life. So the husband is just about business, traveling around. I just want to make sure that my family is okay. I'm treating my wife well. We are living in a mansion, a big house. You have like 3 or 4 cars. You have maybe a nanny, a driver. You have all
You're
that.
living large.
You're living large. But then you don't have the. You can't say that your wife emotionally she's good, she's okay, like she's feeling your presence at home. And whereas maybe this woman, she also is earning her own money. She has money, she's good. And well, looking at it now, that the man, you don't have that emotional attachment to the woman, and the woman is looking for that emotional attachment, whereas probably is lacking, and she's going outside to go and see how she can get it, because we are all emotional beings at one level or the other. Men have theirs, women have theirs, but women have more than men do. So there are tendencies for the woman to go outside and go and look for them, but then we now see that the woman is cheating, she's doing this. But looking at it now, the woman is independent, the man is independent, like of each other. The man, of course, does his roles, being the protector, being the caregiver, being the provider, and all that. So would you say that men, like, it's just one aspect they are focusing on? They are focusing on, okay, at the financial part, at the expense of the emotional part. You understand? Like, what do you think you can be as men? How do you think that we can balance both sides and ensure that you are not just focusing on one side at the expense of the other?
Well, for me, I think that I'll still mention dialogue, conversations. I mean, I think conversation is the basic of all of these things we're talking about. For example, I would say that if my woman is feeling in a way that she's not emotionally secured with me, I mean, there should be conversations between us that, babe, Alpha, you are all about money, and you are living this part. In fact, maybe we have kids at that point. They don't even feel that they have a dad at home already. I should be scared naturally that this is not even just about my wife alone anymore. My family is now being dragged into this thing, and eventually that could even divide the home. That can divide the home. That the mother is doing her own thing. I mean, getting that emotional support from somebody. Maybe your junior colleague, somebody even low. I mean, very lower than you. And then and she's finding comfort in that kind of person, talking to the person. I mean, different things that she would not even normally discuss with you. I should be scared. In fact, I would be scared because I don't want to lose my home. I don't want to lose my family. And when the woman is gone in the house, I'll be left with the kids. That is even if she didn't go with them. Do you understand? And eventually the money, the financial part that I'm looking for,
I've been chasing all
around. Eventually everything will come around, then I'm back to square one. These are the people that I'm working for from onset. I want to make sure they are living well, they are living large. But it's very important. As a man, we need to balance all of these things. We need to balance it. I have conversations that, see, we are getting married though, and at this point in time, I am at the peak of my career. Maybe my job would be taking me out of the house like every month.
Okay.
We need to talk about it.
All right.
So at that little time I have to spend in the house, I would make sure that I make good use of it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Or say I've traveled for like 2 months and I have like 2 weeks to use in the house or to stay in the house.
Yeah.
I should not, in that 2 weeks, be looking for small gigs again to travel or to be out of the house again.
Yeah.
As a man, you should make good use of that time. Or bond with your kids.
I think that's where we now bring in compromises again.
Sure, you get bond with your kids, with your wife, take her out. Do all sorts of things that you know that this can cover for me when I'm out of the house for like another month. And even when you're out of the house, if truly you are still interested in that family, you cannot always be busy. It's common to all the guys. We know that we're not busy for somebody we love. Do you understand?
What matters to you matters to you.
Sure, you get what matters to me matters to me. When you want to reach out, you are not working around the clock 24 hours when you're out of the town. There are conversations. Communicate to the children, ask them how their day is.
Yeah.
Talk to your wife, let her be vulnerable to you. That is the only way.
Those are the things that actually make
sure
your
you get
relationship long lasting.
So nobody's even particular about this man is not he's not in the house. Eventually, when you create that kind of bond, your wife can tell you categorically that the children, if maybe when they do something wrong, there are times that when we do something wrong at home, our mom will say, when your daddy comes. You can do that wherever place you are, that is going to call tonight and I will report to you, something like that, just to make sure that your presence is still needed. It's felt in the house. Not just go and all about money, and then you leave some other things wanting. It's going to be a disaster eventually. Sorry.
Now, there's this conversation I was having with my younger sister some time ago. She has this friend who is quite good, like well-to-do, rich, and it was such that, okay, don't let me use that as the example now. Looking at ladies who are independent, you are financially buoyant, you are capable, and you are able to maybe sponsor your guy or sponsor your friend, maybe not a guy, your guy now, your friend, and the guy knows that you are okay. But the guy, as men, there are certain ways that you tell the person, like approach. You not use the old mouth to tell the person that, can I see 3K from you? Like you said that, I'm tired. She asked you a question. Oh, what happened to you? Say, you don't say anything, no. Then she now say, have you eaten? So I've been busy since morning. I've not even eaten anything. She now said, okay, let me send something to your account or let me buy this for you. And there were instances like that. So looking at this movie, like Nigerian Nollywood movie, where the man is married to a lady that is very rich, from a rich background, and unknowingly he married her based off on all that she's giving him. She feels that as a man, she should be, or she's capable enough to also be doing all those things. Would you say that men are attracted to independent women than dependent women? Or is it the other side of the coin, that you want a dependent woman, and maybe the independence, it can be like maybe 60, then the dependency can be like 40. So at what gauge or what level would you put all of these things, Mr. Dan?
This question is personal. Yeah, because for me, okay. I would say that
okay, now let's look at it generally, like context, giving context to it. Okay. That as Nigerian men, do you think that they are more attracted to independent women than dependent, or dependent than independent?
Well, I can't still say for everybody, because if you have to check way back, where our forefathers and all, naturally they were very attracted to women who are
Dependent, yeah.
dependent on them.
Okay.
Of course, if I mean the economy of the state was good, things were going well. They have the money.
Okay.
They can even marry more than one wife.
Yeah.
They can marry and the 2 or
True.
3 wives. They are not working. They are solely
Girls,
dependent on the man. Solely dependent on the man. And now these days, you barely even see something like that. It still exists though. I mean, men still want people who are dependent on them. But the truth of the matter is, we just die eventually. Permit me to say that.
Is that word for me?
Because you are just chesting bill every day. You know they do X-ray. You can chest bill. See, eventually you will break down. You will break down eventually, and that's the truth. That's personally for me. I'm more attracted to independent woman. To an independent woman than a dependent woman. Not because of some things. For example, when we were talking earlier, we mentioned stuff like being an independent woman. In a way, you have ambition. You have like a focus already. You have a direction. Not to start nurturing somebody who does not have headway, who does not have what to do. I mean, the person can't take decisions. I mean, but for me, I know that you being an independent woman, you have a set goal. You have a focus already, and there are decisions you would make for us that would make sense to me and say, oh, this thing. I mean, I can leave you to make some decisions because I feel that this person is making her money.
Okay.
This person has staffs. I mean, for this person to have a thriving business to this extent, there are certain work and there are certain things that this person must have done. So naturally for me, I feel that this person should be able to do this and this and this. Unlike a dependent woman that, hello babe, Alpha, I want to do this thing. What do you think I should do? Solely dependent on your feeding from your head, from your brain. I mean, all the things that has to do with her has to come from you.
Yeah.
Not to say that an independent woman should not also do those things. Of course, you should feel safe with your guy to say that, oh babe, there's this contract, there's this proposal I want to submit. What do you think about this? And as a man, you should be able to say, no, don't do this. I think you should do this and this and this and that. But I think you understand the concept of me saying that dependent woman would always feed from you financially and emotionally. I mean, the person can't take decisions on her own. Yeah, and for you, I mean, for an independent woman, there are things there are grounds you can possess on your own. I don't know if you get my point. So personally, me, I'm more attracted to an independent woman than.
But why do men always say that they're attracted to independent women until they get one? I'm talking based on experiences and stories.
Okay.
Now, until they now get one. When they now get one that maybe doesn't have to rely on them. Babe, I need this. Babe, I want to buy this. She wants lunch. She'll send someone, or she orders, she buys lunch. She wants this. She's not calling you for major things.
Yeah.
What she wants from you is that care and attention. Because ladies, that's why sometimes we don't have sex. We used to they used to break our heart and ghost us because we want, oh baby, how are you? Have you eaten? Are you good? Oh, fine. Where reality is there. So a man still wants to feel like he's in charge. He wants his ego. He wants it rubbed. But when you now meet a lady that wants something else, she's not asking for that. And all of a sudden, you want an independent woman, you have one, then you then begin to feel not seen. You feel like she doesn't ask you for anything. Maybe she's asking someone. She doesn't make you feel like a man. That's the word, because men are natural providers and protectors. No matter how gay and his university students wants to see it, that is what I know. So when they now have a woman that doesn't need all of those things, you see them, they now start declining. It begins to affect them. So you see the people that always once clamored for, oh, I want an independent woman, I want this, forgetting that even the independent woman, maybe she's used to doing it all her life. I moved to Ibadan. The day I have to eat, I eat. The day I don't have, if I don't have, I come home, I say, please, I don't have, let me not speak Yoruba, I don't know how to think. I don't have this. And they say, okay, we have this, take this one. So I'm used to it. And at some point, I didn't want to start bothering them. The little they have, let them use it for themselves at home. I try and manage myself well. So when someone does something for me, I feel like, without me asking, I'm like, are you serious? So I'm used to going out, coming home. Whenever I go out, nobody is. See, so if I now meet somebody that does things like that, like, how are you? I just sent you lunch. I'll be like, eh. So I get to keep my lunch money to myself. Oh, thank you very much. Not like I cannot buy lunch for myself, but it's like, oh, this person cares for me. I'm now coming into my my femininity, like I'm coming into it more. I'm putting on that character more. So why is it more of an issue to men? You want independent women, but when that independent woman now come, men start feeling like, okay, let me use the word weak men. Okay. Let me not categorize it as men. Let me just use the word weak men. It's true now. I'm sorry, but I just feel like that is the best word to use for it. Because a man knows that he's a provider and a protector. So if you think otherwise, that's the best way I can describe it.
Well, I like the fact that you said weak men, not all men. And permit me to say that some people would do that because of their what's it called now, of their upbringing. Some men are not brought up with love. Some men are insecure. I think that is what put them together or shows them as weak. For example, you are clamoring for somebody who is independent, and eventually you got one, and still same you that was shouting, go baby, still stop baby, stop. So I mean,
your eye don't cut.
Say you get your eye don't pin. So what's the cause? If you check it thoroughly, see that maybe this person has some rigid expectation about how a woman should do, or maybe this is how my mom used to do to my dad. I mean, even though she's selling stuffs in the market, when she comes home, she still needs to ask daddy for this and that school fees. But in this, I mean, like I said earlier, culture is, should be in a dynamic way. It should not be a static thing. So I feel that men who at a point has clamored for independent women and maybe getting one now say, sorry, I don't want this thing again. I feel that it is, according to how their level of understanding, their exposure, and like I said, maybe they are insecure. They didn't even know what
they really
wanted. You get, if you want somebody that will solely depend on you, if the person is working before, you can tell the person to resign if you have the capacity, or if the person would even agree.
But it's not even risky. What if something now happens to you?
That is what I'm saying. That if you have the capacity, tell the person to resign. You will be footing the bill. But I doubt that there will be ladies who would want to even say, I would resign. I don't know. I'm just saying I doubt. I want to take benefit of doubt. Say just
wife.
So you get just stand up on the bed, eat, check TikTok, and sleep back. When you need something, you call chairman. Hello, chairman, sir. I be babe. And then alert. Then you do what you want to do. If that is what you want, go for it.
As a man.
So you get, rather than saying that I will work, I would build my career, and then when you get into it, you start having clash, you start having issue. That is not even a good one. So people who do that, I would say that they are not secured. But real men would not do that.
I love this angle and the way the discussion has flowed so far, and the different dynamics that you guys have brought into this. Daniel mentioned, I think you just kept on hammering about compromises, about understanding, about dialogue, and I feel that in whatever relationship or wherever you find yourself, being a man and even the lady, there are certain things that you must have done before you hit other crossroads of, okay, does he have money? Does he have this? Can he take care of me? Like, have some level of understanding that, okay, even based on where this man is he pushing his career? Is he actually someone that is focused on this. And
It's the future
you
bride.
know that, yeah, you hear of people that, of course, I can even make mention of certain persons. I was listening to a podcast some other time. Gabriel she a popular
Okay.
Nigerian artist or globally renowned or reckoned now.
artist.
So he was talking about the period or the time when he married his wife and he had nothing. But he knew what he wanted to do. He had a vision. He had the wife was, I think she was working. She was a professional at the time, but he was able to, do that. Of course, it's a different climb or it's a different generation, a different time at the time. And looking at some of those things, like, can we actually be able to say that we are just not basing our ideology about someone, or maybe the man about the guy, that does the guy have money, is he boxed up, does he, how much does he have in his bank account, whereas he has all these emotional imprint, like he can be able to give you the kind of emotion that you want, like help you out, yeah, it's not just about what you have, like the material things, but about like the values that you share, about how this person is able to be there for you emotionally, psychologically, and other things related. And I don't love the fact that, likewise, Naya, you mentioned the part, you also mentioned about understanding, like having some level of understanding with the man, not just having to say that it's the money. The ladies too, they want the emotionals, the butterflies, they want the fact to, they want to know that the guy is caring, is attentive to my own self, to my well-being, to things around me. In fact, I hear my pastor would say that you should, as a man, you should know maybe the time when your babe has a period, like have, like, show concern, that okay, yeah, I know this this time, and I'm able to call, or even say that I want to buy this for you based off on, and like, I don't, let me speak for the female gender here, because ladies tend to get cranky a little bit at those kind of time, those times. But what can you as a man do to make sure that you are making it easy for her, like making it easy, like not just saying that I want to pour money, whereas she's offering silently and don't know how to express it. And then I just love how you guys have been able to make this seamless flow easily. And we've come to the end, actually. I know that if we could do this, we could go on till
No.
and have a lot of conversations,
Sure.
debates. No, not entirely debates, because I like the fact that we have a little balance. I was thinking that Bishop here was going to dwell on the I want a dependent woman, but I like the fact that he was able to mix it, balance things, not just entirely looking at it from the patriarchy angle of yesteryears, or maybe traditional periods, when you would say that the man, the one we're going that should be able to fend and do everything. And thank you so much. I've really enjoyed myself,
you
and
for
I hope that you
having
also
me.
have enjoyed yourself as well. And let's thank our producer, Set Media. They were the one that made this possible today. And we see you. Thank you so much. Set Media, under the podcast titled Ibadan 360. Of course, we want to make everything conversational. We want to make everything exciting. We want to bring some level of bands. Of course, maybe not so many bands, or not so much bands today, but there'll be a lot more bands. And yes, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.